Hi everyone, welcome to Auto Text with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is a Tier 8 Extravaganza. That's right, a Tier 8 Extravaganza featuring some Tank Destroyer and Light Tank Ace Tanker replay for you today. This is randomized from PYRO Clan. Randomized is streaming on Twitch. There'll be a link down below to his Twitch channel, and he's in the Jagdtiger 8.8, Jagdtiger 8.8, the preferential matchmaking Tier 8 Premium German Tank Destroyer. It's a tank that I'm considering buying whilst it's on sale, but at the time I'm recording this on the 23rd of April, and it's probably not going to come out for another week or two, but at the time of recording this tank's on sale in the tech tree, and maybe it's one I want to get. I'm not really sure. I'm not really much of a Tank Destroyer fan. Anyway, in today's replay, it's going to be a Tier 8 Extravaganza, like I mentioned. Light Tanks and Tank Destroyers. Before I start with this replay, what do you think of the live stream recording? Is the live stream recording something you want to see more of? Is it something you enjoy, or is it just annoying having all of that stuff on the other sides, around the sides of the screen? Of course, I do stream on Twitch, and it was suggested by a friend of mine to maybe do some recordings, record them live on Twitch, which the people watching it on Twitch seem to enjoy it. What do you think out there in YouTube land? Is that a good idea or not? Of course, Jagdtiger 8.8, here we go. It's a preferential matchmaking premium Tier 8 German Tank Destroyer. It's got an 88mm gun, that's where it gets its name from. 240 alpha damage, 203 penetration, that's with standard rounds, 237 with APCR, which is premium rounds, and its rate of fire is, I've never had one of these things, but from what I understand, its rate of fire is the clincher. It just keeps pumping rounds in round after round, and there you go. Randomized from PYRO. He's got the Aussie flag on the sides of his tank, and of course that's going to make the tank go just a little bit better, if you ask me anyway. 4-2's the score, looking okay on Abby. He hasn't opened his account yet, but he's been playing his tank a bit, grinding his credits, and you can see he's certainly no dummy when it comes to this tank. He's got 2 marks of excellence on the gun barrel. Of course, the German marks of excellence looks like there's 6 there, but there's really only 2. One mark is 3 little stripes. As I push the wrong button there, slow it back down to normal speed, he comes up against a Super Pershing. Of course, the Super Pershing is a T26E4, which is also preferential matchmaking, and it's got that pretty good armor. But then again, the Jagdtiger 8.8 hasn't got bad armor either, especially when it's top tier. Now he's found he wants to get rid of the T26E4. I guess he's going straight into him, not bothering to fix his engine. Maybe because he thinks this might be all over pretty quickly, or maybe he wants to keep his repair kit just in case he gets tracked. He does use his first aid kit though to unstun the crew, puts another penetrating shot into the T26E4. One more should be enough as he bounces. No, he just misses. That's that bit that he's aiming for there. Those 2 little bars on top of the turret. You can see they've already got some holes in it. That's the place to aim for the T26E4. That's a Super Pershing, and I think it was the first Tier 8 premium tank I got. They had a marathon for them when I first started playing World of Tanks, and it was around about the time they nerfed him. Anyway, 5-10, so Randomizer has certainly got his work cut out for him. Finds a Stritchwagon S1 who's still in siege mode. You can tell that because he's of the angle. See how sharp that angle is with that Swedish premium Tier 8 Tank Destroyer, and there's nothing that Stritchwagon can do before Randomized picks up his second kill. But with the score on 6-3, what the hell is he going to do here? He's on 2 kills, 2,000 damage, 1,110 damage blocked, and it's just him and the AMX-12T. Now that AMX-12T would be pretty goddamn nervous right now. The AMX-12T, not known for its armor, the little Tier 6 auto-loading French light tank. It's a handy tank at Tier 6, but when it's a 2 versus 9 situation, and of course randomized only on 442 hit points. Let's see what he can do here. He's going to kick back here. I guess he's probably gambling on the fact that the enemy team are going to probably want to kill all rather than cap. With the score on 6-13, why wouldn't they, to be fair? Looks like he's trying to get himself into a position where the dead Super Pershing can protect his backside. That's not a bad ploy. When you think about it, look at that. That's it. This is quite clever. So the only way you can get shot is from there. And to shoot him, they have to go in front of his gun. Unless they want to manually remove the T26E4. Looks like the VK is going to be the first victim. He shoots him, doesn't scratch the VK 3001P. What's that? T6. He won't be too happy about not penetrating that one. Two enemy tanks are capping. And look, are they going to get criticised by their team? Looks like randomizd is just about surrounded. 1 second left on the cap. Looks like one of them's left the cap circle. Clearly on the enemy team, they're probably talking in the chat saying, get off the cap, man, we want to kill all. And that's exactly what the enemy team has done. As randomizd picks up his 4th kill, getting rid of the AT-15A. That's a premium British tank destroyer. And the enemy team doing exactly what randomizd wants them to do. Coming in one at a time. Now this SU will probably be, he tracks him first. Not sure why he went for the tracking shot when that could have been enough for the killing shot. Did cost him 142 hit points, but who can criticise? Randomizd on 5 kills. He's 1 kill off a top gun here, and he's up against 6 enemy tanks. 914 to score, 3,000 damage, 3,166, 1,100 damage blocked. It looks like the that M4A3E2. There's no short way to say that. He's only a one shot as well. The VK coming behind him, pushing the dead tanks around. This is a last man standing situation here. He's on 5 hit points. Blocks the M4A3E2. Blocks the T29, is it? In the end, the T37 kills him for his last remaining 5 hit points, but he did manage to pick up the top gun right at the end of that battle on Abbey. Let's have a quick look at the result. And yes, it was a defeat, but one thing randomizd can certainly take away from that game, it was a defeat, but it was an ace tanker, and he picked up his 3rd mark of excellence. Now, 3 marks of excellence, that's no mean feat at all, especially at the higher tiers, in that tier 8 premium German preferential matchmaking tank destroyer. I'm pretty sure, tell me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that does have preferential matchmaking. Whether or not that changes in the future, I don't know. But randomizd from PYRO Clan certainly did his job in that game. 3 marks of excellence, ace tanker mastery badge, bruiser, duelist, fire for effect, high caliber, and top gun for picking up those 6 kills. He clearly topped the score charts in that bad boy. 3,271 hit points of damage. 6 kills for the top gun. What did he do? He fired 26 shots, 23 hits, 17 did damage. So he did. There was a few tracking shots, and there's nothing wrong with doing that sometimes, especially with at the sort of the start and the halfway point. He tracked the Stritz. What else was it? The Super Pershing, of course, for that big boxing match right at the start. 85,500 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. It did have a 11,000 bonus there for some kind of achievement. That might have been some kind of mission that was happening. It doesn't show it in that result, but not too bad at all in the Jagdtiger 8.8. That's a premium German tank destroyer, the one that never sees a tier 10. Unlike this one, this is the Ferdinand. The Ferdinand, a tank that I have never owned. Never owned at all. This is Germanian from DA Clan. Germanian in the Ferdinand, a tier 8 German tank destroyer. Now this is nowhere near as fast as a Jagdtiger 8.8, and you can see that in the way he's rolling down here on Tundra. You can see he's got a mark of excellence on his gun barrel as well. He certainly knows what he's doing in this tank. In this game though, he's top tier. Now the Ferdinand does see tier 10s. That's the big difference between that and the Jagdtiger 8.8. Well, that's one of the big differences. The gun is different as well. It's 128 millimeter, 490 alpha damage, 246 penetration with standard, 311 with APCR rounds, which is premium ammunition. Germanium, he's got standard rounds loaded. You'll be looking at that Achilles saying, gee, I'd love to have a bit of that. It's almost a one-shot kill, even at full health, that little tier 6 British tank destroyer. He's going up the one line on Tundra, waiting to look for some opportunities. He's not going to be camping at the back like tank destroyers often do, but when Achilles like that, just sit there. He takes him for 426, blocks the return shot, which is only 150. Now that Achilles, if he knows what's good for him, he will be getting the hell out of Dodge up there at P1. Maybe try the other flank, old son. Or maybe he'll poke and Germanian will pick up a kill. Who knows? Let's see what happens. He's got an Emil one, also top tier in this battle with a heavy tank number 6. That's the Japanese Tiger tank. And Germanian from DA Clan in the Ferdinand. Looking. You can see that Churchill. You can see it's a Churchill, and he's licking his lips. He's going, "Your beauty, that's a pretty soft, squishy target." Heavy tank number 6. Also looking at the Churchill, thinking, "There's something I can shoot, even though I'm a tier 6 heavy tank." Unfortunately, the Emil picked up that kill. And they are down by 2 tanks, 1-3. Now it's 2-3, and there is his second shot into the T-37. That T-37 was never going to last too long. And again, heavy tank number 6, Japanese Tiger, says, oh, I can pen the T-37. No worries whatsoever. Germanian does the job of a tank destroyer, though. Puts a big shot into the side of the Oni, taking him down to a much more manageable level. There's that pesky little Achilles as well on 214 hit points. Looks like the artillery has taken a shine to the little Tier 6 British tank destroyer as well. Heavy tank number 6 going after the Oni. And Germanian just waits for his tracks to come back up as he looks towards where he thinks that Achilles might be. Look, I reckon I'd be pretty tempted just to throw a blind shot in. I reckon that Achilles would probably be looking to put shots into the rear of the heavy tank number 6. I mean, that's a Tier 6 heavy tank as well. Looks like the Oni just put a shot into the heavy tank number 6. Hopefully the heavy tank number 6 looks like he's struggling to penetrate the Tier 7 Japanese heavy tank. Probably the biggest tank in this game, size-wise anyway. Germanian can see that the little Japanese Tiger's in a bit of trouble, decides to come round to help. Auto aims, because it doesn't really matter where he's going to shoot him from at this angle. That's his second kill. 6-5 as 2 tanks go down quickly, the Japanese Tiger and the AT-8. The AT-8 over on the other side of the map. And have a look at this side shot into the KV-5. KV-5, I believe, is another preferential matchmaking Tier 8 Premium. I could be wrong. I'm not often wrong. Germanian's not wrong though. He says no worries. So I'll put another shell into him. The is that bit of aggro towards the T-29. T-29. I'm not sure. Maybe the AT-8 was hoping the T-29 would help him in that eastern flank. Of course, we can't see what's happening over there, but that AT-8 did get killed. T6 AT-8, and maybe he was hoping for the T-29 to do something. T-29 is on full health. Maybe that's why the AT-8 player is a little bit aggro. 8-5 the score. Germanian from DA Clan on Tundra is on 2,706 hit points of damage, 565 blocked damage, shoots the KV-2 and doesn't penetrate it with a Ferdinand. That's the kind of thing. Yeah, look, I don't believe it either, folks. There's plenty of tanks up there, right in the top right-hand corner. That's why Ferdinand pings that part of the map. He did cop a little bit of damage there. HE from the Hummel, APCR from the T25 AT, and he blocked a shot from the SU-100. Waiting patiently for the KV-2 to come round, shoots him, sets him on fire, picks up his third kill. 12-5 the score now, just 3 enemy tanks left, and of course wants to get a shell into the T25 AT. Looks like Artie got him as well. He's lost his radio man, but that's okay. Radio mans don't shoot rounds out of this bad boy. Bounces the T25 AT. He won't be happy about that. That would have been his 4th kill. Reload. He wants another kill. He can't get it. He's pulled back there. The SU-100 gets killed. The T25 AT gets killed by the Emil, and that just leaves the enemy artillery, which is of course the Hummel. He aims in the general direction, shoots, doesn't quite land it, says, what's going on here? Why can't I land my shots in? The end he does get kill number 4 on Tundra and wins comfortably 15-6, and of course that is an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge on Tundra for Germanian from DA Clan in the Ferdinand. Oh, he's no dummy. He knows how to use this one. It's an Ace Tanker. Arsonist for setting the KV-2 on fire. Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, Steel Wall, High Caliber, easy peasy. Top score, 4,095 hit points of damage. 1194 base experience. It's a little low for an ace, but we'll take it. You certainly deserved it. Being top tier too, sometimes can be challenging to get an ace with those kinds of scores. But 13 shots fired, 12 hits. 10 of those did damage. Of course, there was that one non-penetrating shot into the KV-2, which he would have been absolutely gutted about. It was a 6-minute game. He made nearly 40,000 credits with a premium account. Again, there's an action personal mission payout of 10,000 credits. Not sure what that one was. Probably should have hit the tab key in battle to see what that one was. But still, nearly 40,000. That's not too bad after tax with a premium account with a non-premium tank. Don't forget, that's not like the Jagdtiger 8.8. That's just a tech tree tank. An ace tank up. Steel Wall, Your Beauty from the old mate Germanian from DA Clan. We move into the third battle in this Tier 8 Extravaganza. Now this this game is going to be a little bit different. It's a light tank. In fact, the next two games are both light tanks, featuring the Batchat 8.8. Is it the Batchat? It is the Batchat. Gee, for some reason, I just thought I clicked on the wrong replay there. This is my old mate Spitball. Now, I've been in a couple of clans with this bloke, and he's a pretty handy player, and he absolutely loves the Batchat 8.8. Just looking at the team list, making sure this isn't one of the games where he killed me in the bloody thing when he was running around in some randoms. We're on Prokorovka, of course. Prokorovka, and he is doing what light tanks often do on this map, and of course the enemy team are doing what the enemy team often do, and blind firing into these bushes around this area. These bushes here. This is obviously if you spawn north, a light tank will more often than not go here, especially if they're quick and they've got the confidence to do it. Get into this position and try and spot this. Try and spot this area down here, which is exactly what Spitball's done. Now, I've got a feeling Spitball didn't actually spot that bulldog. I think it might have been the Batchat 25T, who's not too far from where Spitball is, but this is often what you see happen on Prokorovka. Light tanks will go down here, get spots on the enemy teams. Now, that bulldog is in a world of trouble, down to 276 hit points, I think. Now, he does spot the T49. Spitball in the Batchat 25T. Now the Batchat 12T, I should say. Gee whiz, it is early as I record this replay. Okay, the Batchat 12T, Tier 8 auto-loading French light tank. Standard rounds are 75 mil, 170 damage, 170 penetration. That's with standard. 210 penetration with APCR, which is premium ammunition. He's got the binoculars fired up, so set up for passive scouting. When you kick back in a bush, wait for a little while, the binoculars will fire up and extend your view range by 10%. Here we go. That's the one he was looking for, the Jagdtiger 8.8. Hit taps the T key, saying, "Come on, boys, shoot him for me." Type 5 heavy. Just got himself into a good position. Sometimes when you're in these bushes, sometimes you need to move a little bit to try and get better lines of sight, if you like, on the enemy team. Jagdtiger 8.8 and the Type 5 heavy, two of the three Tier 10 tanks, and of course Spitball will be wanting to pick up some assisted damage on those bad boys. We're going to have the bonus experience multiplier, because if you're bottom tier, you do get better experience than if you were top tier. Looking around towards the T49 as well as the M41 Walker Bulldog. Now that M41 Walker Bulldog is down to 276 hit points. I'm a little bit surprised no one's killed him yet. Looks like somebody's trying to, but I've got a feeling that some of these tanks are a little bit far back to be able to see that Tier 8 American light tank. Spitball with nerves of steel, staying here to keep these tanks lit. The Type 5 heavy down to 1,563 hit points, but he doesn't want to get spotted, because as soon as he gets spotted, that Type 5 heavy will blow him away with the heat round. Now, I didn't see his sixth sense go off. I think that he might have just sort of fallen into a round from the Extravaganza S1. That's the premium Swedish Tier 8 Tank Destroyer. I don't think he got lit there, unless he doesn't have sixth sense. That's playing on hard mode in a light tank, that's for sure. Got the impression he just sort of fell into that round from the Swedish Tank Destroyer. 3-2 the score though. With that little endeavour, picked up Spitball 2,066 hit points of assisted damage. And he wants to continue that. A lot of tanks down there on the 1-2 line from the enemy team. The Type 5 heavy. There's the Type 5 heavy again. He knew the Type 5 heavy was not going to slow down. You can see that the Type 5 heavy does have some bushes between Spitball and the Tier 10 Japanese heavy tank. So he puts a round in to track the Type 5 heavy. Picks up some more assisted damage. Assisted damage up to 3,300 now. And there's one Tier 10 tank out of this game. Still two Tier 10s left on the enemy team, the Jagdtiger 8.8 and the E50M, with a score on 5-3. Spitball is no dummy when it comes to the Batchat 12T. I didn't see the sixth sense go off. I'm not sure what the hell is going on there. Maybe it did go off. Did it go off and I just missed it? I do record these replays in the mornings, and sometimes I'm a little bit... sometimes I miss things, let's be honest. 5-3 the score now. Spitball now, I think it's in Life Clan now. 5-3 the score. 3,629 assisted damage. He's done 522 damage himself. And of course, people are going to start picking the map now. Well, the big thing he was worried about, or the big thing I would have been worried about, is that Type 5. The Type 5 heavy, not the most accurate gun in the world, but if that HE round hits a Batchat 12T, then it's going to be all over, isn't it? It's not going to be. There's no. It'll probably knock you straight into the next map. 5-3, moving towards. You can see the T49's on pretty low health. I think the Panther 8.8. There he is, pulls back so the bushes become opaque, sticks with the auto aim, puts a few rounds into the Panther 8.8. One more should be enough. It is. Picks up his first kill, brings his damage up to 1,069, 4,060 assisted damage now, and now he can probably start poking again. I reckon that's what he's going to start doing as well. Artillery letting him know. Whoa, there's something. That's just bizarre. I'm going to message him after this. Maybe he's certainly, we know he's spotted, but I haven't seen the Sixth Sense go off. But very ballsy move there from Spitball in the Batchat 12T without Sixth Sense. I'm sure there was no Sixth Sense there. 10-4 the score now. 1253 damage done. 5,374 assisted damage. I'm surprised there's no marks of excellence on that one. He was. I did see him a few times when I was grinding my, what was it, the Chinese Tank Destroyer. Yeah, I'm glad that one's over. I did see him a little bit in randoms. Of course, when you play on the Aussie server, you often see similar players, and of course, if you see people that you generally know or that you've platooned with before or been in clans with and all that kind of stuff, it always raises an eyebrow when you see people that you know, doesn't it? Or whether it's your clan mates or friends that play the game, whatever. 10-5 is the score. 8 minutes left on the clock. 10-6 the score now as the Object 268 version 4 gets taken out by the Jagdpanzer E100. Now, so the Jagdpanzer E100 was last spotted down here, and that's what Spitball's letting his teammates know. Let's go down there. They got rid of the Emil, didn't get any more assisted damage, but he's already got 5,374 assisted damage. He's showing no signs of slowing down now. The ISU 152 and the Jagdpanzer, here they are. Here's the Jag. He's going to auto aim on the Jag. Thinks, well, I don't know if I'm going to be wasting my time. Might as well shoot something I've got a little bit more chance of penetrating. Using his speed to stay away from the enemy guns. The Rimby Borsig puts a shot into the side of Spitball. Takes him down to 2 hit points. 2 hit points for the win. Thank Christ, he says. The Rimby Borsig gets taken out. Needs to stay behind the Jagdpanzer E100. He is reloading. And look, what's he going to do if he's just going to shoot him? Who knows? There you go. The Batchat 12T, Tier 8. Tier 8 French light tank with no Sixth Sense, 1,787 damage, 8,852 assisted damage. Looking around, what am I going to do? He says, just keep him tracked, I guess. Not quite. They're still trying to kill him. Finally, the Scorpion G picks up the kill on the Jagdpanzer E100. And hats off to Spitball from, I think he's in life now, in the Batchat 12T. No Sixth Sense. No Sixth Sense in the Batchat 12T. Or did I miss it? Did it go off and did I just continue to miss the light bulb icon? Who knows? I'm not sure. I don't reckon it went off. Anyway, he knows what he's doing though. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spotter Medal, no surprise there. Bruiser, Fire for Effects, Scout, that's another surprise. And Patrol Duty, how to spot in the Batchat 12T, the Tier 10 battle. Top the score charts comfortably with 1,785 damage. Just the one kill, but look at that assisted damage. Over 8,500 assisted damage. That's why he got the ace. And it's also why he got a shitload of credits as well. This is not a premium tank. It's a premium account, but it's a standard tank. Nearly 70,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 8.5 minute game. And that's because, as we know, and some people forget, but as we know, if you're lighting tanks and getting assisted damage, then you're not paying for your rounds, so you're getting free credits, free experience, and not too bad at all. 8,500 assisted damage. That's absolutely massive. In the Batchat 12T, my old mate Spitball from Life Clan. I hope I've got that right. I'm pretty sure he is in Life Clan. Excellent player. Without Sixth Sense too. Hats off to him. Well done. I don't think I could do anything like that. As we come to our fourth and final replay, featuring some Tier 8s. It's a Tier 8 Extravaganza. in today's video. This is Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan, and it's the same map. Certainly not the same game though. Same map, Prokorovka, in the Batchat 8.8. There you go. That's how you do it, folks. Oh, balls of steel. Doesn't get spotted. Or maybe he hasn't got 6 cents either. Maybe, what's this? Is everyone playing World of Tanks on hard mode? Are they just not having 6 cents? Who knows? Unfortunately, though, he only picked up 19 assisted damage with that little escapade. He did spot 4 or 5 enemy tanks, but they only picked up 19 assisted damage. I'm tipping that might have been a little bit of splash damage from the artillery. Now, Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. He's got balls of steel, don't worry about that. He's still right up the front in the middle of the map. Looking at the Hawk 12, puts 1 round into it. Second shot hits, third shot hits. I still haven't seen 6 cents go off. Maybe 6 cents. There it is, and it's time to keep moving. Do not stop moving, whatever you do. I guess being a light tank, sometimes you're hard to spot, sometimes you're hard to hit as well, because of course they're quick and nimble. And if anyone else has seen those annoying little ELC even 90s, they are absolutely tiny and sometimes can be challenging to hit, especially if you're not too close to them. I personally like ramming them because it doesn't matter what you're in, you can ram them. Anyway, the score is 0-0. He's picked up a little bit of damage, a little bit of assisted damage on Prokorovka. Looking at the side of the T10, he's no longer lit, but why not put another round into him? 29 standard rounds remaining. He's already got 337 damage, 1129 assisted damage, not showing any signs of running away, keeping these enemy tanks lit. Picked up a little bit more assisted damage, but more importantly, somebody got a kill, and that brings the score up to 1-0 as that French gun just about reloads. Shoots and tracks the VK. The second shot damages him as well. Looks like he used his repair kit though. He wants to shoot and track him again, requesting fire while pushing the T key. Shooting around, reloading again. He's onto APCR rounds this time, because that VK can be a bit of a pain in the backside to penetrate frontally, especially in a light tank. 3-1 the score though. He's keeping that VK spotted. For another 8 seconds, he's still going to be stunned, so that's going to affect his view range as well. You can see the VK is still tracked. He shoots him and retracks him, and thinks might as well farm a little bit of damage here. Looks like he's not going to get spotted, Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. And unfortunately, those APCR rounds, all they're going to do is keep him tracked. He's got it angled quite well, the VK4502A. But his teammates are doing the right thing. They're winning 4-1, 4-2 now, as the Oods goes down on the other side of the map. You can see, as usual, the 1-2 line got plenty of enemy tanks there. And it looks like the guys on the hill aren't really pushing too far. Now, that VK doesn't look like he's looking anywhere near Ace of Spades, and Ace of Spades thinks, oh, if I just aim a little bit further towards the back, I can keep him tracked and get a little bit more damage. 1202 damage, nearly 1400 assisted damage as he takes the reload. Sticking with standard rounds in this tier 10 game, just 2 tier 10s left on the enemy team, the TVP T5051 and the FV215B 183 Death Star. Of course, E100 got taken out earlier. Not sure who killed him, but there's the Death Star, and again, Ace of Spades not getting spotted, requesting fire on that FV215B 183. Decides that he can start shooting because he's tracked and trying to move. One more could be enough for a kill, but AMX50B takes out that honour from the middle of the map. 6-3 the score now. Ace of Spades on 1343 damage done. 3,258 assisted damage. He's already on the way to an excellent battle, and he's looking for more opportunities to get some damage, kill some bad guys, and have an absolute rip over the game. He does spot the artillery, but he goes for the T54E1 instead. Auto aims for that one. He's got 1 left, and why not put 1 into the artillery before the FV4202 confirms that kill. Brings the score up to 8-3. 1950 damage done, 3,500 assisted damage. Ace of Spades is just getting warmed up. Still looking towards that Hawk 12. Hawk 12 on 271 hit points. He does cop a shot from the TVP. He wants to get down into this gully. Doesn't want that TVP putting too much more damage into the Batchat 12T at tier 8. Of course, that TVP, you'll see the Batchat 12T and think, well, that's easy damage all day long. Picks up some more assisted damage on the TVP, and with a full clip, goes in, kills the Hawk 12. That's his second kill. He does get spotted by the Hawk 12, but he reckons he'll be unspotted pretty quickly since the Hawk 12 is no longer alive. Get some more assisted damage, 574 assisted damage out of the JP2. 10-3, 2 kills, 1980 damage done, 5,772 assisted damage. The Stritz goes down to the object 430U. That just leaves a few more to tidy up. And there they are, back in the corner. Gets the revenge kill shot into the tier 10 TVP T50-51. That leaves the Stritz and the T92. The T92 could probably be anywhere. They're pretty quick, those little bad boys. So I'll knock this coffee off before it goes cold. Creates a dynamic platoon with Wendy Wang. G'day Wendy, if you're watching. There's the T92 over there hiding in the bushes. Gets blown up by the T95. That would have been a pretty good catch. And of course they created, you'll see why they created that dynamic platoon, because that gave the award Brothers in Arms. Of course, you get 3 kills each and survive, you get the Brothers in Arms. So it's always a good idea if you want to farm these medals. If you've got 3 kills, send a platoon invite in-game to people who may already have 3 kills as well, especially towards the end. Ace of Spades with the Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spotter Medal, Fire for Effects, All X Medal for killing 2 or more tanks or tank destroyer that are higher tier. Brothers in Arms for those 6 kills in a platoon. Patrol duty for all that assisted damage. 1463 base experience. 2,102 hit points of damage. 3 kills. 5,772 assisted damage. Happy days. 36,921 credits. That's after tax in that 6.5 minute game. 2 tier 10 light tank battles on Prokorovka. That's how you do it. Ace of Spades from Crazy and Spitball from Life. Doing it without 6 cents. Play it on hard mode if it's too easy. Play it on hard mode without 6 cents. Oh my god. As well as a couple of Ace Tanker replays featuring some tank destroyers. The Jagdtiger and the Ferdinand. A couple of big bad German tank destroyers. Thank you very much for the replays, lads. Let me know, what do you think of the live replays? Live replay recordings on Twitch. If you want to check us out on Twitch, links will be down below. Make sure you check that out. Chuck us a follow. Chuck us a sub on YouTube. Like this video if you'd like it. If you don't, don't. That's cool. And of course, let me know, what do you think of the live replay reviews, which would have been up just a few days ago. Thank you again for watching, everyone. Thanks for the replays, lads. Take care and see you all next time.